Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello. My name is Liv Marina and I am so excited to be doing this reading for you here today. To be honest, I got so many new decks over this weekend and I'm just so excited to play with them all, and I wanted you to be the first to experience it. So we're going to be playing with them for the first time together, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. The main theme I got for today's reading is going to be urgent message from your spirit guides. I just felt this wave of downloads coming through me as I was picking out these cards. So some of y'all's guides are so loud and so chatty, and I feel like they have been waiting and wanting to talk to you, and maybe there's been a little bit of resistance in the way, so they are fully charging this opportunity and taking ownership of it and really just providing some really awesome, very clear messages for you. So without further ado, enough yapping, let's go ahead and look at the three piles here today. For pile number one, you have a beautiful tourmalated quartz stone. I mentioned this in my last pile, but tourmalated quartz is one of my favorite stones. It is absolutely remarkable at removing negative energy, dispelling it, and turning it into light. So a gorgeous stone, a perfect pick for pile number one. Pile number two, I believe this is called Desert Rose. Again, such a unique stone. This is it raw, I believe. But if you see a huge piece of these are just so crazy looking and so stunning. So this is our beautiful Desert Rose. They're actually known to be talismans. So if you do feel like your guides have been trying to talk to you, this one's very, very loud, okay? And then our gorgeous pile number three with our sodalite stone here. Gorgeous pile number three with this piece of sodalite. Sodalite is so stunning, so royal. It just really commands attention in the best way, and I just absolutely love it. So this is pile number three's stone. If you are new to Pick a Card videos, you can be led by the stones, the piles, anything that's really calling out to you. Just let your intuition guide you. I'm going to give you some time with some music to really just allow your thoughts to sort of simmer down, really tune in with the reading, and ask your guides to show you which pile has the messages meant for you. And then you can go to my description and jump to that pile. And yeah, I will see you for your pile pick. Once again, we are tuning into an urgent message from your spirit guides. Go ahead and tune in, tap in, and I will see you for your pile pick. Alrighty, my beautiful friends who chose pile number one with the tourmalated quartz stone, welcome to your reading. As I was saying in the very beginning, and I've mentioned this in another video, I'm actually surprised I was called to use tourmalated quartz so soon again. But tourmalated quartz is so good if you work in the healing arts, or if you're a teacher, or if you have a lot of meetings all the time where you're around just a lot of people spewing a lot of negative energy. It literally takes the darkness, which is what you see here, and then turns it into light. It is just such a powerful stone. If you can get yourself one of these, wear it on you, or even just have it near you when you have to go and have hard conversations. Super great stone. Even if you are like in a tough family situation, this is great as well. All right, so our beautiful friends who chose pile number one with tourmalated quartz, welcome to your reading. Once again, we are tuning into urgent message from your spirit guides. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, I got all new decks this week. I'm only using one that is not new, and so I'm super excited to read these for you because I just think it's really fun to play with new decks. So I probably will be reading from the books a lot today, so because they're new, I haven't used them before, so we're gonna experience them together. All right, once again, tuning into urgent message from our spirit guides. The first card you got is healing is happening. You're not broken, trust the process. So beautiful. You are not broken, trust the process. I do think this is something, just before we even pull any more cards, I do think this is something that I feel like I personally struggle with often, which is like when you're on your healing journey, it can be so easy to be so hard on yourself, especially if you feel like you've already learned this lesson, or you already went through this struggle or hardship once before. It's like, why am I going through this again? Why am I experiencing this again? Is something wrong with me? Am I the problem? Like, am I broken? What the heck is wrong with me that I have to keep dealing with this and experiencing this in life? And your guides are trying to encourage you and help you understand that healing is not linear. It doesn't look like this, right? Healing looks like a whole lot of this, and it's all a part of your journey. And I know it's easier said than done, but they're trying to help you understand that this is a beautiful thing that is happening for you. It's part of your process, and it's all working together for you to help make you into the most incredible, well-rounded human being that there ever has been. And unfortunately, sometimes to get to that point, we have to climb up the mountain and maybe down the valley, through the river, under the rocks, because healing isn't linear. So just for that first card there, and it's interesting that I was tuning into that tourmalated quartz energy of, if you are going through a sort of healing process, or if you are around a lot of negative energy, even if that negative energy is your own, even if that negativity is your own, sometimes it's nice to just have that energy dispel it, right? And I was picking up on someone that's been going through a bit of a hardship, or that works in a hard situation. But with this card being paired, sorry, that was such a deep breath. With this card being paired here, it's showing me that you are on a healing journey, and to be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself. Nobody is gonna go through a healing journey and come out perfect, right? One of my favorite memes or trends on social media is what you think healing looks like, and it's just so peaceful, so quiet, so calm, so meditative, and then what it actually looks like, which is crying, destruction, tearing things down and building them back up. And that's what I think you're going through right now. Excuse me. And your guides are wanting you to know that where you're at right now is okay. Trust the process. Healing is happening. You're not broken, you're not wrong, and you're not in the wrong space, okay? You also got the sacred union, beloved within, relationships, sorry. And then you got held, unseen help, support, and community. Interesting, all right? Immediately when I saw this, I know that it is about relationships, but something about the beloved within and the sacred union, this just feels so personal to me. This feels like it's such a beautiful relationship with yourself, and almost with yourself only. I think you do have relationships in your life, some that are probably really great, some that are maybe could use some healing, but this is all about you, okay? Your guides are really wanting you to focus inward, focus on yourself more than anyone else. If you are someone that puts a lot of your attention and focus onto external relationships, people, things, if you use, people pleasing almost as an excuse or a distraction from having to focus on your own self, your guides are wanting you to reel that in and really focus on you, really go within at this time. Because this is a time where the healing is not a coincidence. The things that you are going through that maybe feel why are they coming up right now? It's not a coincidence that they're coming up at this exact moment in time where you're at, because they are needing to happen so you can continue on. I feel like this is legitimately the chrysalis process, right? I think you were a caterpillar, and I think right now you're in your cocoon, and I think you're so ready to break out and become the most gorgeous butterfly, and your guides know that, but they're trying to help you see that you cannot emerge too soon, or else your wings will be broken, right? So it's important that you take this time. It's important that you rest. You are moving forward. You are ready to bloom. You are getting to that, or you're getting ready to bloom. You're getting to that space of being so ready to fully expand, but there's some healing that needs to take place first, so that when you do fully come out of your chrysalis, you can fully bloom, fully fly, fully be free. And then you got the held, unseen help, support, community. Instantly when I see this, I think of your guides holding your hand the entire step of the way. It is so hard when we feel so isolated from our guides, from spirit, from source, when we feel like everything is truly not working as it should, when we feel like our prayers aren't being answered, or maybe you feel like you're talking to a blank wall when you're manifesting or praying because you're just not seeing the results. Your guides have so much love for you. I just feel this warmth. I wanted to say cocoon of warmth, but I didn't, okay? But I do legitimately feel this insane depth of warmth and love that they have for you. They see you in such a beautiful way. They see you in such a loving light, and they want you to know that your thoughts and your prayers are being heard and they're being answered. What you are going through right now, it's not punishment. What you're going through right now is not because you did something wrong or you're not doing enough. It is because you're doing the exact exact thing you're meant to be doing at this time so that you can heal, so that you can let these things go for real, so that you don't have to be held down by these doubts, these hurts, these issues, these beliefs any longer. Your guides are helping you through this journey and trying to help you realize that you are not being punished, you're being pushed. Okay, you're being pushed towards enlightenment, you're being pushed towards growth, you're being edged towards healing and discovery, and it's all going to be so worth it, all right? I do also feel like if you have legitimate people, like real humans in your reality that you feel like do support you, allow yourself to lean on them a bit during this healing journey, okay? Allow yourself to lean on them, allow yourself to cry on their shoulder. It's okay to lean on people, especially ones that support you so much and love you, all right? Let's move our little dragon up here. And then we are going in with a brand new tarot deck that I got. I'm so excited. This one is called the Guardian of the Night Tarot. It's all animal themed. As always, if you are interested in any of these decks, I'll have them all linked below on my in my description for you. But let's go ahead and see what you got. You got quite a few cards here. The first card you got is Judgment. Interesting. Before I even talk about the meaning of judgment, do you see that they're instantly shedding their old skin, right? They are instantly freeing themselves from worries, from fears, from judgment. I feel like this is so beautiful because it literally has such a visual representation of coming out of the chrysalis, of coming out of the cocoon. They are shedding what is no longer needed. They are shedding their old skin. They are shedding what is not serving them anymore. They are shedding and releasing because they know that they are ready and worth more. They know that they are ready to become something better. They are ready to see themselves in a whole new way. They're ready to see others in a whole new way. But before they do that, they have to first shed the dead skin so that they can move on, right? If they kept that dead skin on them, it would weigh them down. It would slow them down. It would drag them down. They wouldn't be able to hunt as fast, move as quickly, do all the amazing things that they can do. And so exactly what I was saying here, healing is happening. You're not in the wrong space, but if you don't allow yourself to shed that skin, where you want to go will just take a lot longer, right? Because you're going to have all this dead weight literally holding you back, whether it's beliefs, hurts, relationships, old ways of seeing yourself, whatever it may be, old judgments you have on yourself. If you continue to move forward with that without doing the healing, without doing the shedding, sure, you'll get to your destination, but it'll take so much longer and be so much more adversive. So your guides are trying to urge you to take that time within now. Be quiet, be in solitude, shed that dead skin so that when you emerge, you can do it fully, you can do it lightly, you can do it without having any extra weight or baggage holding you down, all right? So much symbolism just in the art of that card, which is so beautiful. Let's keep pulling, okay? Then you got Page of Pentacles, all right? I want to keep pulling the rest of these before I fully talk about them because there's so many here and I want to make sure I'm reading, sort of the full story. And then you got King of Wands, all right? King of Wands here. Oop, we are crooked. And then you got Four of Cups. New perspective, babes, new perspective. And then you have, okay, let's see. I think I can fit maybe another one over here. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the last card you have is the Tower. When I was pulling this was the back of the deck for you, which is why I put it at the bottom here. So I actually don't normally do this, but I want to address this first because I think this is sort of the underlying emotion of what's been going on for you, is I think something either has already been destroyed or sort of needs to. I definitely feel this energy that this is kind of what is holding you back. When you see the underneath of the tarot, that's sort of like your shadow element. So it's stuff that maybe you're not fully looking at, or maybe that's hiding from you. And this is something that I think is actually very emotionally driven for you. And I think it's something that needs to be looked at so you can fully let it go. If something came crumbling down in your life that was unexpected, that you wish did not happen, look at it, heal it, grieve it, and let it go, okay? And if it's something that hasn't yet happened or you can feel is happening, understand that the tower only comes when something better is there to be rebuilt, right? Destruction doesn't just happen. Destruction is happening so that way you can build something so much more beautiful where there was once something else, right? Imagine you're trying to build a gorgeous brand new home for the very first time, and instead of being able to build a brand new surface, a brand new foundation, you're having to build upon a foundation that has burned, that has been destroyed, that has mold damage, that has all these issues with it. And it's like, dang, sure, yeah, you can give it a facelift and you could, make this house, I guess, livable, but is it going to be fully enjoyable? Is it going to be fully you? No. And so your guides are trying to tell you, demolize that, all right? Knock it down, tear it down, and build from the ground up. And I'm getting that with your beliefs, the way you think of yourself, the way you see the world, the way you think of others. That all needs to almost be like torn completely down so you can start from the ground up. You can completely start with brand new beliefs, brand new ways of seeing yourself, brand new ways of experiencing the world, seeing yourself as worthy. I feel this energy where your guides are trying to get you to see that there are actually so many beautiful things already happening in your life, but I feel like it's kind of hard for you to see them right now. I feel like the universe is trying to sort of extend a hand out to you and be like, look, I know things aren't the way you want them to be, but look at what is going right. And I feel like there is a sort of small energy within you that's like, I can't see it, okay? I can't see it. It's hard for me to even think of anything going good because this one thing in my life is going so bad. First of all, relatable, okay? Relatable, fully understandable. And I think that's also if you were like wanting more money, if you're wanting more financial abundance, if you're wanting more success. I sort of see a sort of standstill here with the Knight of Pentacles being in reverse. I feel like there is something that's kind of blocking you from that success, but not for long, okay? I kind of feel like these should have been swapped. I'm still new to pulling cards before I read for you instead of in the moment because I'm normally a live shuffler. However, I was called to pull these ahead of time and I feel like these should be swapped because truly I feel like this is where you're currently at and this is where you are becoming. I feel like it's understandable not to be able to see the world with rose-colored glasses when something is going so wrong, but your guides are really trying to get you to just focus on one positive thing. Whether maybe you're not living in the dream home you wish to live in, but maybe you have a home that you do live in. Maybe you have a roof and four walls and a door that keep you safe and protected at night. Maybe you're not in the dream body you wish you were in, but maybe you have a body that works and can wake you up in the morning, that you can see and hear and smell and taste and touch, whatever it is for you. Whether you're not financially abundant in the way in which you wish you were, but you live in an abundant universe where money exists all around you and you can truly make it in so many ways, right? It's like the universe is really trying to get you to look at the glass half full. And I know how hard that can be when we just went through a tower moment. It's like, Liv, stop trying to make me think about the positives, okay? But truly, it only takes 17 seconds to switch your thoughts to your vibration and your vibrations to something higher and something better. And if you can do that, things will start to turn around rapidly because things are inherently wanting to work out for you. With the King of Wands here, I truly see you stepping into your full power. Once you shed that dead skin, once you heal from the tower, I see you fully stepping into your King of Wands moment. Just royal, regal, powerful, creative, expansive, in charge, deliberate. Like there's so many positive attributes I see when I see the King of Wands. And to be fully honest, I see it as you. I see it as you and who you are becoming. And to be honest, I see the donkey over here as who you are now, right? And I think there's like these two juxtapositions because it's like your soul knows you're the King of Wands, but your real world eyes sort of feels like things aren't working out for me right now. I can't see the gold that's right in front of me. I can't see the cup that's being handed to me. Things aren't where they should be. And again, give yourself time if you need it. Cocoon in, heal, do the healing, do the work, grieve, whatever it is you need to give yourself, because you are coming out of your chrysalis. And this is the most important thing that your spirit guides are trying to get you to understand is the why. Okay, they're trying to get you to understand the why. Why are you going through this healing? Why is this happening now? Why did those things have to end? Because you are ready for so much more, so much better, so much higher, so much more evolved. You're going to step into your creative power. You're going to step into your manifesting abilities. You're going to step into this sort of person who can see so clearly, who can love unconditionally, who can experience life joyously, new financial opportunities, new financial opportunities are going to find their way to you because you're stepping into this power of understanding your worth, all right? And that happens from doing the healing, that happens from looking around and seeing what in your life is not the way you want it to be and letting it be healed, letting it be seen, letting it be loved, letting it be nurtured, going within and taking the time for yourself that you so desperately need to give yourself whatever form of healing you need to move past these hurts and these old beliefs so you can scrape it all down and build it up, okay? Because you're stepping into something so much more powerful than I think you can even imagine. And I'm actually so excited for you. I have like chills for you right now, which is wild because I'm so sweaty when I do readings. TMI, but I truly have chills and such excitement for you because you're stepping into such a powerful place and your guides are wanting you to hold on to that why, okay? Liv, why am I going through this healing? Why is this happening right now? Why is everything not working? Because you're ready for more. And where you're currently at, the way you've currently built your life, it can't hold more. So you have to tear things down so you can make space for better, okay? The next deck we're going to go in with my brand new Friends Oracle cards. My mom got these for me, and I'm so excited because Friends was such a special show to me, and it still is. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The very first card you got is the bicycle. I do want to read these because I think they're going to be very sweet, so let's pull them all out, okay? But even just right away, the bicycle was all about a very generous gift and an opportunity to learn something that maybe you were once scared to do. As you're going about this journey, especially with the Page of Pentacles, that really represents newness coming into your life in the form of financial abundance. So as you kind of go through this healing, new opportunities might come your way, new experiences, new options, people literally extending a hand out to you and being like, hey, do you want to try this? And even if it is scary, if it excites you, say yes, okay? Because you can always get out of it. You don't have to sign a contract that you're in it for 10 years or something, okay? But it's okay to try new things, even if you're scared to do so. You might end up discovering something you never could have known you love, and you end up loving it a lot. You also got the go-getter, all right? Your guides are trying to help you understand that these things that are happening right now, they are going to take a sort of commitment on your end. They are going to take a sort of deliberate intention to go within, to do the healing. And I hate saying it like that because if I were in your position, I'd be like, wow, Liv, can you be any more vague? Okay, what do you mean do the healing? The reason I haven't been so specific is because it's so different for everybody, and I'm tuning into so many different people here that it's not going to look the same for everyone. If I could give you a single suggestion, it would be to start journaling morning and night, right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. That might sound super simple. It might sound super dumb. However, it's going to provide you so much clarity on what you're truly feeling. I call it a dump journal because I'm not journaling with any intention of writing something good. I'm not setting the intention that anyone else is ever going to read it. I'm probably going to burn it, okay? But whatever it is, you just write it down and get your thoughts out. No structure, no organization, simply chaos, okay? It doesn't have to be, but truly what I mean by that is don't give yourself a prompt. Don't give yourself a topic. Just sit down and write, and you will be amazed at what kind of comes up. But it is really important that your healing journey is going to look whatever it needs to look like for you. For some people, it's going to be getting off of social media, disconnecting from certain friend groups, really diving into their own spiritual practice, eating different foods. It's just so different for everyone that I can't pinpoint it, but I think if you're tuning into this video, you know what your guides have been calling you to do. This is not new information to you. It's just louder because, I'm telling it to you instead of just your guides, okay? So the next card you got is the 18-page letter. Interesting. And it's going to go over here with our sort of Four of Cups energy. And the last one is the guidebook, Be Your Own Wind Keeper. I so want to read these cards. I've never read any of these. So let's just go ahead and see what they have to say. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's start with the Be Your Own Wind Keeper. When Phoebe, Rachel, and Monica dive into the book Be Your Own Windkeeper, they discover their power, or is it their wind? The book encourages its readers to blow so they can grow, and while it eventually results in trouble between the friends, that initial spark leads to the women standing up for themselves. Stop apologizing and empowering one another. Be Your Own Windkeeper sold 1 million copies for a reason after all. Take a page out of this faux bestseller and lift up the women in your life too. So cute, okay? And even if you're not a woman, or you don't identify as one, or if you don't even have those people in your life, this book was all about just stepping into your own power. And of course, when it was, this episode aired, that was sort of delulu, right? I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nonsense. But in this day and age, that book would have done so well because it is so important to truly step into your own power. Stop apologizing for the things you want and just start taking ownership. This is especially important on your healing journey. I said something in the very beginning that honestly I thought might have triggered some of you, which was like, if you are someone that uses people pleasing to sort of mask or hide your own need to kind of work on yourself, okay, been there, hello, hi, it's me. If you are someone that sort of is like, no, I just gotta please all these people and then I don't have to look at my own self for my own problems, all right, this is a really important step for you as well, because being your own windkeeper is all about coming into your power, allowing other people to be and act however they need to be, but understanding that for you, this is your time. This is your time to say no when you don't want to do something, to say yes when you really want to do something, to set healthy boundaries, to set clear guidelines, to be very clear and concise with someone whether you want something or you don't. And as you're going through this healing journey, people might start to notice that you're being more assertive, or you're being more clear about your boundaries. And I'm going to be straight up with you. Some people are not going to like that because they're like, what happened to this pushover, people pleaser person that I groomed to have in my life, okay, that I shaped and built, that I wanted to act this way in my life? What happened to my super agreeable daughter, sister, friend, brother, son, person, okay? What happened to the super agreeable person that I once knew? As you step into your power, people might be rubbed the wrong way. Again, not your responsibility, and it's going to show you real quickly who was there for you and because they love you, and who was there because you were agreeable. And it might suck, and it might sting, and it might hurt. However, you are shedding dead weight. Just remember that. You're letting go of dead weight and stepping into something new. So really step into that personal power there, okay? Then let's read about the bicycle. All right, it's never too late to learn something new, especially when it scares you. When Phoebe reveals that she doesn't know how to ride a bike, Ross takes it upon himself to teach her. After a few spills, she's off and pedaling like a pro. If you're staring down an intimidating challenge, be brave. Breathe, affix the necessary training wheels for extra support, and give it your best shot. Even if you fall down, you know your friends are there to help you get back up, all right? Whether it's literal friends or your spiritual guides, it's okay to try something new, and it's okay to fall back down and get back up. Something I was saying, that song that's like, I fall back down and I get up again and I'm never gonna something, I get back down. Oh, that's what it is. When I get knocked down, I get back up again. You know, that song, it's just playing over and over in my head. And that's what I was saying in the very beginning. If you feel irritated because you feel like you've been on this journey and you've been looking at these things, why are they still here? Why am I still dealing with this? Your guides are helping you realize that it's okay to get knocked down and get back up again. Put on those extra training wheels, whatever that looks like for you. Like hiring a spiritual coach or a life coach or a therapist, whatever it looks like for you, to get that extra guidance that you need to help you on this journey. And then you got Go Getter. So let's see here. I know that she's, okay, very first one. All right. Saying I'm a Monica means you're capable and confident, even if a bit high-strung. Monica is highly competitive. Watch out when it comes to game night, and can be bossy. But under that driven exterior is a kind, deeply caring soul who just wants everyone to be happy and fulfilled and well-fed. While organizing your towels into 11 special categories, mastering new recipes, and cleaning on top top of your cleaning may help you fuel your endless need to succeed. It's okay to give up control and let things unfold organically. You may end up surprising yourself. All right, absolutely. Even if, like, especially with my friends who wanted to control things or control other people or hope that everyone will just be happy and it'll all just be okay, it's okay to let it go and let it unfold naturally and organically, because you will be surprised. Things are working out. Your guides have your back. They're not gonna let your whole world just crumble around you again, okay? You are building yourself back up, and it's so okay to kind of let your hair down, let things go a little bit, go within, stop pleasing, stop saying yes to everybody, okay? And then we have the 18-page letter. Get it all out, front and back. Interesting. Okay, I was wondering what they were going to use for this card, because this represents like the Rachel and Ross situation. And just before I even go into it, I was so called to tell you about journaling before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, and just getting it all out, calling it a dump journal, burning it, right? How interesting, because those are the first words, is get it all out, front and back. Just as Rachel does after her breakup with Ross, setting pen to paper and letting your feelings fly, and 18 pages no less, is therapeutic and healing. There's power in speaking your mind and saying exactly what you need when you need it, even if it doesn't work out the way you plan. Ross did fall asleep reading it after all. What are you holding in, and who needs to hear it? Set your truth and yourself free. Yes. Oh my God. So beautiful. All right. If you were really relating to that when I was saying to, write it all down, then burn it, do whatever you need to do, really follow that. And then you have one more that I just didn't even see here, which is the deep clean. That's so exciting, because you did get the tower and you are getting the de-shedding card. You're getting this healing card, and I'm almost getting this energetic deep clean that's going on here. It is time to clean out the cobwebs, babe. Just kidding. I think that this is funny because it's like Monica's deep clean, I'm pretty sure is what they're showing with this image here. So like, even though things might appear clean, things might seem clean, there are some things that are being hidden behind your eyes that just really need to be cleared out. They need to be seen. You need to dust off the cobwebs and really just step into your power, okay? To say Monica is tidy is an understatement. She may be a bit of a particular about her standards of cleanliness, but you don't have to go full Geller on your closet and kitchen for that fresh and clean feeling. If it's time to purge clutter or do an emotional cleanup, do so with intention. What really needs tossing or tidying? Dig deep within yourself and figure out what should stay, what needs to go, and what just needs a bit of polishing up to shine once more. And if that doesn't work, just shove it in a secret closet and move on, all right? Absolutely. I did sort of feel that kind of deep clean energy coming from those cards for you, okay? Because this is not necessarily a physical cleaning, although if you're feeling called to do that, I'm not knocking it, but I feel like this is definitely emotional. This is definitely energetic. You are going through a sort of de-shedding right now, and your guides are telling you it's okay to do the cleanup. It's okay to look at the things that need to be let go. We have one more pile to pull, like one more stack of cards to use for you here today. I'm sorry this reading is so long. We're gonna get through it really, really quickly, but let's go ahead and see our final cards. You got 14, single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited for you. If you are going on this healing journey, if you choose to do that, if you choose to be intentional with it, maybe don't tell anybody, okay? Maybe don't tell your friends or your family, because I think sometimes we feel this need of like owing it to other people to tell them what we're going through or tell them our own path. I'm here to tell you, you don't, okay? You don't owe anybody any part of your truth. And as you're going on this journey, I actually think it'd be incredibly beneficial for you to kind of keep it to yourself, because as you are going on this journey, people are going to project their opinions on you. They might call you crazy or delusional, or they might think that you're not being realistic enough. You're not looking at the hard facts enough. You're not looking at all the crap in the earth long enough. Okay, you're being too positive. You're being too glass half full. This is not realistic. There are gonna be people in your life who are going to drag you down, and they don't mean to, okay? They're well-meaning. They're just trying to get you to see what they think is reality. And so it's not about making those people wrong, but it is about understanding that you do not owe them that part of you. So keep your journey to yourself, so that way you can be single-minded. You can focus on yourself. You don't kind of lean into the group mind. You don't listen to what they say, and you can really decide for yourself what's best for you before introducing everyone else's opinions and fears and worries, etc. And then you got number 21, enjoy the journey. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past and the future. All right, enjoy this journey. Healing doesn't sound like fun. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a good time, but it absolutely will be beneficial for you. And your guides are trying to get you to kind of enjoy the ride, all right? Instead of needing to control it with the go-getter, it's okay to let your hair down and trust the universe and trust the way that things are going to unfold and the way that they are going to work out for you, okay? And then you got number 19, polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there and claim what is yours and stay in your power. I have such an interesting vibe from this card and with this whole reading of really needing to step into your own truth, your own power, and your own energy. If you are someone, like I said, that's been really focused on other people's pleasure and things like that, it is definitely time for you to set some healthy boundaries. It's definitely time for you to start standing in your power, and this is something that you're going to gain on your healing journey as well. If this seems like a really hard thing for you to do right now, maybe it's something that you can look forward to, is being able to declare what it is you want and what it is you need. And with this polite declaration card, it's there to remind you that saying what it is you want and what you need for yourself is never having to be mean. And if someone sees it that way, they've got their own issues going on, okay? But you can kindly set those boundaries for yourself. You can kindly say no. You can kindly say, actually, I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to stay home tonight. I don't want to do this. Thanks, though. You can go have fun, okay? Whatever it is for you, setting those boundaries, you can do it in your own way. You can do it kindly, sweetly, preciously, whatever it looks like, but it's all about standing in your power and doing what's best for you. The last card you got today is number 23, distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. There's so much hope in this reading. I really hope you feel that as I was reading for you, because I understand that if you've been in this tower position, it's hard to kind of see things glass half full. But the reason your guys are trying to get you to focus on that is because things are going to start picking up for you so soon. Things are going to start turning around and becoming so beautiful, so abundant, so fortunate, so wealthy, so expansive. And your guides are wanting you to be able to fully experience that and fully enjoy that. And that's why they're urging you more than anything to be able to change your perspective, to be able to see things as working out for you instead of against you, to see things as, oh my gosh, everything in my life is happening for me, not to me, right? That perspective change is so I guess small and simple, but it means the whole world, okay? Pile number 1, I really hope you received this reading with so much love and so much joy. I have so much unending love for you, and I hope you can feel it. You are on your way to something so incredible and so beautiful and so brave, and you are just doing so wonderfully for yourself right now. Give yourself a round of applause, okay? Because going through healing isn't easy, but it's necessary, and it's important, and you're doing the hard work, okay? You're doing the work that's needed to be changed forevermore, and I'm so excited for you. So many great things are going to start coming into your life, and I can't wait to hear all about them. If you want, leave some comments down below. I love connecting with you. I love hearing your success stories. I just love communicating with you. So don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe so you get notified when my videos keep posting, all right? And yeah, I will see you for my next reading very, very soon. If you want to follow me on social media, it's at LivMarina. And thank you so much for being a part of this reading. I love you, I adore you, and I will see you for my next reading, okay? Goodbye. All right, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 with our desert rose stone here. I keep wanting to call it dusty rose, so part of me is wondering if it is called desert rose or if it is called dusty rose. Either way, this stone is so unique and so incredible. When I first found these stones, they were known to be a sort of talisman, and that really connected. I really connected with that when I first found these. So I do believe that your guides are speaking super clearly today. So I'm really excited to tune into your reading. Once again, we're just tuning into urgent message from our spirit guides for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. So let's go ahead and see what you got here. All right, we are starting off with all new cards, like I was saying in the intro, except for one deck, so I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The very first card you got is the Bloom, Creation Realized, Right Time, and Celebrate. creations realized, right time, and celebrate with the bloom. Next to that, you have the Great Mother, surrendering to mystery and trust. I don't know why I'm holding it up here. Surrendering to mystery and trust, the Great Mother. Next, you have the Sacred Waters, replenishment, health, and self-care. And the last one of these cards you have here is We Are Nature, grounded, embodiment, and connection. I literally keep doing this. I think it's because my viewfinder is here. So I'm like trying to hold it here, but my camera lens is here, Liv. All right, We Are Nature. All together, I feel like I am getting this message from your guides that are reminding you to kind of tune back in with who you are. All right, with the bloom, I feel like your guides are trying to get you to understand that something super big is about to be realized for you. If you feel like you've been on the precipice of something new, but unable to quite feel like you can realize it in its entirety, your spirit guides are trying to urge you to understand that that is about to be realized, that idea is about to be had, that benchmark is about to be met, that creation is about to be created. Your guides are wanting you to understand that, all right? So this is a very hopeful message that I'm feeling for you just right off the bat, is a lot of hopeful energy, a lot of excitement, and to kind of trust in whatever way it unfolds. Say, for example, you've been wanting to start a new career, but you're not really exactly sure what that's going to look like. Maybe you don't even have a career in mind yet. You just know you want something new. Your guides are really encouraging you to surrender to that mystery, surrender to the way it's going to come about, because when we really fixate on how something is going to manifest, like, it's okay to be really specific about what you want, but when you start getting into the nitty-gritty of how it's going to come to you, you shut off about a billion different doors with a billion different ways in which it can happen. So be super open to it, all right? Maybe you're wanting to manifest new love, new relationships, just new abundance in general. I really just feel this energy like you have this thing in your mind and your body and in your heart that you've been wanting to bring out into the world. You've been wanting it to be realized, and your guides are just really trying to get you to let it go and let it flow. It's going to happen. It's going to come into reality, but more important than anything is understanding that that is true, right? Understand that it will come into fruition. So release the reins and just be open to how it's going to manifest, all right? During this time as well, it's really important to focus on your own self. If this is a creative journey, if this is something you're super passionate about, it can be really easy to lose ourselves, right? When, especially, like, I'll speak from my experience, when I have found a creative hobby or a creative passion, I can almost become a very hyper fixated and almost like obsessed with it, and I start to forget about taking care of myself, my needs, eating enough food that I need, moving my body enough, exercising, sleeping enough, journaling enough, meditating. It's so important that even when you are so passionate and excited and these things start to take off, that you prioritize yourself as well, okay? I feel like this thing that's going to be birthed into life is going to be like a baby to you. It's going to be something you care so much about, and it's going to be like the answer to so many questions that you've had for so long. And so it's very easy to want to like neglect ourselves and focus all onto that. But your guides are just trying to remind you to find that balance, okay? Yes, this is going to come into fruition. Yes, you're going to be able to fixate on it and focus on it and bring it into being, but please don't neglect your own self-care at this time, all right? Find that healthy balance. Let's go ahead and move into some tarot cards for you here, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. All right, the first card you got is Temperance. Okay, we were just talking about balance, okay? And this is so true, because without balance, things can sort of get out of whack. I know you're going to be aiming towards something so big and so beautiful. It's going to take up so much of your time. It's going to excite you. You're going to work on it morning, evening, day, nights, weekends, but it's so important to also rest, to sleep, to eat the appropriate foods that you need to eat for your body, to fuel you, to nourish you, to help you feel good. All right, it's important to sleep, get rest, shower, bathe, exercise. You know the drill, okay? You know the drill. Finding that balance. And with it being a major arcana here, your guides are being very, very loud about that. I don't know why I think I'm tuning into somebody who maybe is like me and is kind of like an all or nothing kind of person. Maybe you like dive all in, or you're just not in at all. And I'm not shaming that, okay? I'm not yucking anybody's yum, because I'm the same way. But your guides are really wanting you to, and encouraging you to understand how much more beautiful it can be when it's in balance, because it'll be longer sustaining. If you're all in, all at the beginning, running, going, you might have a lot of success in that first hit, but you're gonna burn out a lot faster. So your guides are trying to set you up for success in the long run, okay? Long run and in the initial. You're gonna be successful no matter what, but your guides are trying to help you stay successful for a much longer period of time with having that balance of dedication and self-care. All right, and then you got the Six of Swords. Interesting. Needing to leave something. All right, needing to leave behind something. Maybe this is an old belief. Let's pull some more cards and see what else we have here. Then you have Death. Okay, definitely leaving behind something old and something, I almost said something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. That's so interesting. That's so interesting, okay? Because that's the wedding thing, right? When you get married, you have something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So for a very niche, very small like not small person, oh my gosh, for a very small percentage of people that are listening to this, this may actually be relating to the death of a relationship for you, whether it's literal or figuratively. Maybe you have left a relationship that was not serving you. Maybe there was a relationship that had been holding you back, maybe a marriage, and maybe when you first got into it, there wasn't a sort of balance. There was like kind of all in or all out. And now you're sort of being able to leave that behind and move into something so much better and so much more fruitful, especially when you and your self-care is at the forefront of it, okay? And for those of you that are like, Liv, what are you talking about? This could be anything in general. We have more cards here, a lot more cards actually. So we'll pull more for you. But in general, if this is about a relationship, take that. But if it's more about a creation, a development, an idea, a project, a career, a life's purpose, the leaving behind and the death card, I think, are very significant to help you understand, to let go of how you originally thought this needed to be, to let go of how you originally felt when this idea came to your life, okay? Because I'll give you a small example. When I first started doing tarot readings, I had so much fun. It was actually not even intentionally for my career. We're talking back in 2020. Okay, I had so much fun, and then it kind of just took off. I didn't have balance. I went all in. I kind of had some negative beliefs that I was building around myself and around my videos at the time, and then I got so burnt out that I legit had to take 2 years from doing it. Ruined all of my algorithm, ruined the stats. It's totally okay, because now I came back, and when I came back, my guides were super insistent upon this, which was, don't try to be who you were when you originally started this. Be who you are now. All right, if it's martial arts, if it's music, if it's teaching, if it's going back to school, if it's a new career path, if it's a relationship, don't go into this thinking you were who you had to be then when you originally were that person. I'm explaining this so poorly, but it's like, allow yourself to create new. Allow yourself to let go of an old idea or an old energy around what it is you loved and create something brand new about it. All right, I just got this vision of even like me and my mom, that's not what I meant. Even me and my wife and my sister were talking about starting up a project again that we once did years ago. And when we once did that project, we kind of had some weird energy around it. And I was even called in that moment to give that advice to them and to me, which was like, well, if we come back to this, come back to it as who we are now, not who you were then. Letting go of those ideas, moving on, letting them die because they're not serving you. But with death, there's always a rebirth. Right? Every time something dies, something new is born. So letting this die, letting you leave it behind, okay? Leave it behind and come into something new, because something new is dying to be born, okay? Literally. I mean, not literally, but I was making a pun. Okay, let's keep pulling here. And then you got the Hanged Man. All right, interesting. This is giving me definitely new perspectives that need to be had, and also maybe a period of stasis. All right, your guides are not necessarily urging you to charge head first, because I do think there are still some emotions that sort of need to be looked at. Once we got these two cards here, there are still some things that need to be addressed, some things that need to be seen. So even like with the creative idea that I was giving the example of with my wife and my sister-in-law, maybe it wouldn't be the best idea for us to just charge for his head in today, because we need to let those beliefs die. We need to let those old hurts be bygones and start completely new, completely fresh, in a completely different headspace. And so that's why it's important not to just rush in, all right? You have these ideas that are going to be realized. I see that without a shadow of a doubt. Whatever you've been wanting to manifest will come to reality. I see it so clearly for you. If that's a worry, let it go. Okay, it's gonna come into fruition. situation. Guaranteed, I really, really see that for you. But the easiest way and the way it's going to be most enjoyable is by taking your time, allowing yourself to do the healing, allowing yourself to completely release old thoughts and hurts and beliefs to make brand new ones, okay? Especially with the hangman here, just providing a whole new perspective. And then you got it over the we are in nature and coming grounded and being, sorry, my hair ties drive me crazy, being grounded here with the possum, right? So it's like be within yourself, be solidified in who you are and your knowing. With this hanged man here, it's like allowing you to give yourself that time and that space to really form new beliefs, new perspectives, and new ideas, okay? And I think they're like laying on a sunflower, right? Like, it's not like this is the most uncomfortable thing in the world. Yeah, it's like, man, I wish I was not in this position, but also it's a comfortable thing to be in for a little bit because you're going through a sense of discovery, okay? You're going through a sense of discovery. And I sometimes feel like when we are quiet with our minds, the most radical, unbelievable realizations are met. All right, so allow yourself the time, the space, the patience, and the love to really release those old hurts and create something entirely new around this baby, this product, this idea, this relationship, etc. Yeah, okay, more releasing with the Five of Cups here. It's interesting because I wasn't originally feeling this entirely, but now I'm seeing it so clearly with the tarot. If there was a hurt situation, if there was something that burned you in the past, your guides are really encouraging you as best as you can to really, really, really let that go, to let it heal and to let it be. I think there is definitely a time of needing to grieve for you. I think you need to let yourself grieve, you need to let yourself cry, and you need to let yourself even grieve what you thought it could be. Even just from my example of my tarot channel, to be honest, I had to do that. I was so disappointed in myself for getting so burnt out and then needing to just say F it all and quit, right? Like, that's not ideal. That's not what I wanted to happen. However, it was okay. And I'm coming back so different than who I was. Even if y'all can't tell, I'm such a different person now, right? Like, I'm so different. And I needed to kind of go through this healing. And to be honest, I did have to grieve. I had to grieve what I once had, and I had to grieve what I thought I would have. And that's totally okay, because in the grieving, in the allowing myself to grieve what I thought I could have or what was going to happen or whatever, I allowed brand new beliefs to be formed. I allowed brand new desires to be manifested and brought into my reality. And now I can do this with a brand new mindset, clear, engaged, excited, not caring about the views, not focusing on the analytics, but here for you. And because people that do listen to these videos receive something, and I receive something in every single reading. Like, my why has changed. It's not just about numbers and stats and analytics. It's about you and me and the relationship that's being built and the love that's being shared here. And so when you go through the grief, when you allow yourself to let that go and allow yourself the patience and the space to really truly grieve it, all right? Allow yourself to grieve what you thought was going to happen or what you thought could happen or what once was a relationship, a friendship, a career, a collab, a idea, a project, a baby. Then it can come completely new, completely better than it has ever, ever, ever been. And it's going to be so beautiful, all right? And then yes, oh my gosh, okay, yes, absolutely, with the Wheel of Fortune, loud, okay, my head, I just got so much energy into my brain, okay, such a download. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, sorry, you have like so many majors here. Your guides are very loud, and it's literally the exact same owl here that is with the death card. Okay, so it's showing you that once something dies, something new is born, and it's going to be abundant, it's going to be successful. You are going to have so much luck and fortune. Fortune's favor is truly on your side. Fortune's favor is here to say, hey, once you let this go, once you shed this old hurt, something magical, amazing, beautiful, abundant, prosperous is on your side. I am so excited for you. Oh my gosh, I have chills. I'm like, oh wow, that's so exciting. Okay, one more tarot card here. Yes, and then the Four of Wands, a time of celebration, joy, unions, harmony, weddings, if that's something you so choose, but a very happy, harmonious building of a very strong foundation. And this is what your guides were trying to get at, okay? The reason why we gotta let all this go, the reason why we're going through the grieving, the healing, and the releasing is because you're ready. You are ready, more so than I think you ever have been in the past. You are fully, fully ready to start something new and to really allow it to be successful in a brand new way. Going back to what it said up here, which was like, um not fixating on how it's going to come about, really just trusting. I'm getting blind faith, okay? Blindly trusting how it's going to be realized, blindly letting that come into realization is going to be key for you, because if you try to figure out how it's going to happen, you're going to slip back into those old hurts, old beliefs, old pains, old worries. Let that go. Understand without a shadow of a doubt that success will find you. It is meant for you. Your creations are going to be realized. You're building a strong foundation now for success and abundance to kind of form for you, but you gotta let those old beliefs go. So if you feel yourself starting to slip back there and be like, oh, the only way I can be successful is X, Y, and Z, give yourself a break, stop looking at it for that day, and come back with a brand new mindset tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off with some oracle cards here. These are the Friends oracle cards. I just got these. I think they're so cool. So far, all three of these decks are brand new, first time using them today, but then I pulled some oldies but goodies for you. Okay, so let's see. The very first one you got is the Dollhouse. Okay, we're going to read the book for these because I've never pulled these cards, so I want to know what the author was intending with the messages. All right, and then you got the Gladys. Okay, the next card you got here, which is kind of funny because Gladys was a creation and it was something that was so important and so passionate to Phoebe, and I feel like this is a very creative pile. And then you got the Pianist. And then the last one you got here for the Friends Oracle is the Apothecary Table. All right, I'm going to read the book for all of these. Sorry that these are not evenly laid out. I will fix that in just one second. All right, so let's go ahead and start reading these, okay? The first one you got is the Dollhouse. Monica can be a little rigid, as Phoebe learns when the two friends decorate Monica's coveted childhood dollhouse. True to form, Phoebe has a slightly different perspective on decor and soon builds her own free-spirited doll abode with fewer rules than Monica's pristine palace. Whether you're focused on a big project at work or decorating your own dream house, don't neglect the input of others. Listen to their ideas and feedback, and you may find that experimentation and play unlock your creativity even as a grown-up. What I'm getting from this is, as you are moving throughout this creative perspective, I just feel so loudly still in my head to try and not control the outcome of the situation. Really, 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 if you can challenge yourself to just trust and believe that the universe is on your side and things are working out for you, I think you will find something amazing will manifest. Because when I was hearing like the collaboration and like the friends, it could very much be a literal person in your life, but I really feel like it's the universe on your side being like, don't try to control it. Don't try to say that this is the one way it can happen. It's going to happen for you. Over Wheel of Fortune, no less. It is going to manifest. Your desires will come to reality, but let go of how they're going to come. Okay, really let go of that and just lean into the excitement of the expectation of, getting to see it unfold for you. Okay, and then you have Gladys here. A creepy one, but a good one. All right, the Gladys. Oh, Gladys, what a thing of beauty. Phoebe's three-dimensional collage art piece makes her way through a few owners and may or may not be haunted, depending on who you ask. Art is subjective, and though none of the friends were huge fans of Gladys and her sister Glynis, the polarizing painting reminds us to look at life and art through different eyes. Maybe you'll notice something you missed before and find a new appreciation for what's right in front of you. This, I think, has everything to do with whatever this thing is you're wanting to bring into reality. Whether it be a literal art project, a relationship, a collaboration, a new career, more money, a life's purpose, all the things I've been saying, looking at it with a new set of eyes. This is just kind of echoing everything we've been saying, but looking at it with a new set of eyes, letting go of our old expectations, our old beliefs, and that's going to happen when you grieve it, okay? When you allow yourself to really let go of what you thought needed to happen and lean into what did happen and just sort of be okay being where you're at now, at a new space and a new place of creation. Then we have the Pianist. Ross wasn't giving a Beethoven a run for his money with his musical experimentations of wordless sound poems on the keyboard or his foray into bagpipes. But even when his friends joked about his talents or lack thereof, Ross just kept on playing. There's wonder and joy in loving something solely for the fun of it, even if you're not getting offered a seat with the orchestra anytime soon. Channel Ross's endless enthusiasm for the unknown and pick up a clarinet, take a class, or just start painting because you want to, not because you need to be the next Beethoven. How beautiful. When I saw this, I actually was thinking of Mike, so I'm so surprised it was Ross. I'm glad I read it because that is so beautiful. I'm getting this feeling of your guides trying to encourage you to find your why, okay? I don't know if I already said this, but finding your why, and that's so important here. And if I can encourage you even a little bit, having some part of your why be to have fun because it brings you joy, because it brings you satisfaction. Like I was saying, even just in my example of tarot, as I came back, I really grieved and let go of my old expectations. And then when I started creating again this time, it wasn't for money, stats, analytics, fame, whatever. It was because I enjoy it and I have so much fun reading for you. I gain something every reading and I love connecting with you. And it's because it's fun and it's okay to do something just for the joy of it. And if you do want to be the next Beethoven, it can still happen for you, but lean into the idea that it could be something you love just because you love it, all right? And that goes back to childhood too, because a lot of us as a child, I think we're told that you kind of had to make something out of your passions, right? Maybe you were told, oh, you need to pursue this, or if you start pursuing something, you already committed to it, so you can't give up, you can't quit, you already signed or whatever. As an adult, give yourself permission to do something just because it brings you joy. Even if you're bad at it, okay? Allow yourself just to play and have fun and understand that there is so much magic just in doing that. All right. And then the last one of these you got is the apothecary table. Lying to your friends never works in your favor, as Rachel finds out when she tries to convince Phoebe that her Pottery Barn table is actually an antique and not a soulless piece of mass produced commercial furniture. Sure, coming up with a lie to keep the peace works in the moment, but the song and dance to keep it up isn't worth the price. Own up to your mistakes and be truthful with your nearest and dearest. They'll be far more understanding of the situation, even if it wasn't what they wanted to hear. I got a very interesting and very specific message as I was receiving this. If this hurt did revolve around other people, allow yourself to just be honest in that moment as well. If you want to come back and collaborate with those people again, be honest, okay? Don't try to lie. Don't try to make excuses for yourself. Just stand in your power and stand in your truth. I'm not saying you have to make yourself wrong and not making them wrong either, but just being very honest about where you're at now and being honest about where you were then. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to be honest. It's okay to share those parts of yourself, especially over the Four of Wands. If this is someone you're wanting to kind of build another connection with or a friendship with or a project with, like I was saying with me, my wife, and my sister-in-law creating a new project together, there is conversations that might need to be had, and honesty is key, all right? And it's a reminder that honesty doesn't equal aggression, it doesn't equal meanness, it doesn't equal hurt. It's just you being very true with your own energy and your own power. And as you're going through this healing journey, you're going to get much more comfortable in your own truth, and that's going to get easier and easier and easier. A second message I'm getting there is also being honest with yourself, all right? Be honest with yourself throughout this journey. It's okay to be honest, even when it's hard, even when you don't like what it shows you with the Five of Cups here and the Death. It's okay to be honest, because in doing so, that's how you can really move on, all right? And just building a much healthier relationship with yourself as well. The last cards we got here are an oldie but a goodie, our Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. Ample with contentment, number 9. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. With the Hanged Man, I'm not super surprised, okay? I do feel like there is a sort of grieving period and healing period that needs to take place before you ricochet on to the next. I do, however, think things are going to start taking off for you kind of soon. So, I'm kind of feeling in the next few months. So I do feel like your guides are saying don't rush into it now. It's going to manifest naturally for you, but just kind of go through the work that needs to happen so that way when you are ricocheting off, you can really fully be in that moment, okay? So do the healing now, letting go of those old beliefs, everything I've said throughout this reading, putting in that work now so that way when you are ready, everything will just be smooth sailing. You also got number 46, facing your fears. Yeah. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are, all right? Facing your fears is something I feel like is kind of scary to do, especially when you're trying to manifest something so big and bold into your life. However, because your manifesting is so large and so magnetizing and so amazing, it is really important to look at our fears, because if we don't face them, then they can kind of control us, right? They can have ownership over us. They can determine how we act and how we treat people, and we don't want that, right? Nobody wants that. And you got that over the death card here. So I really do feel like your guides are encouraging you to face your fears and let them go, especially the part about saying stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. When I read the apothecary, I definitely felt someone's energy feel almost immediately defensive. And your guides are trying to show you that even if you're honest about who you were and maybe you don't like what you see, it's not about making yourself wrong. It's just about saying, okay, if I'm not super happy with who I was, then who do I want to be? How would I act if I was someone I was so proud to be? How would I act if I was so proud of myself and so in love with myself? I was so enamored with my own beauty, my own kindness, my own strength, my own gifts. How then would I act? This is all about coming into your own personal power as well, because even though you are creating something so insanely beautiful into this reality, it stems from you. Everything that you create first stems from you, your idea, your birthing, your baby. And so it is so important, so crucial that you are at such a good place with who you are, your inner peace and your knowing, so that when you birth this energy into being, it's coming from such a strong, confident place, not a fearful, worry, lack-minded place. All right? Number 33, let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. This is one of my favorite cards in this whole deck, and I'm so happy that you got it. My beautiful friends chose pile number 2 with number 33. Let your personality shine. In whatever it is you're doing, I do feel like your personality is naturally going to shine through because I think you're radical. I think you have an incredible personality, an incredible light that needs to be shined, an incredible heart that needs to be heard. And this is all going to happen as you continue on this creative adventure and this journey ahead. So lean into that. Don't be scared of showing who you are. And if you were once in the past, let that go. Everyone's ready for you now, okay? Last card for today's reading. Number 24, love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Going back to the balance from the very beginning of the reading, love where you are and connect your heart to your head. There is such a beauty in connecting those two things. There is so much power in saying, I honor my heart and I honor my mind. In so many movies growing up, they'd always be like, oh, are you going to pick with your heart or your head? Why not both? Why not honor both parts of yourself? Why not honor your creative and your logistical? Why not honor your spiritual and your tangible, your reality and your imagination? Every single aspect that makes up you is radical and beautiful and amazing and deserves to be seen and celebrated. And all of those aspects are going to help you get to where you want to be. The part of you that dreams so big and so beautiful, and the part of you that kind of focuses on the here and the now. It keeps you grounded. Those two aspects of yourself, when you can find the balance with that temperance, when you can find the harmony that you have naturally within you, you will start to see things take off so easily, more easily than you could have ever imagined. Once you kind of find the balance, trust in the universe. Believe that your guides are working for you. Believe that your manifestations are happening. If another person can tell you here today what you want is coming to you, okay, it is happening. It is happening. It is happening for you in this moment. And no, it's not as fast as you want it to be, but the pause is necessary to release any old hurts, any wounds, any fears, any worries, so that way as that door opens, you run through it freaking free, okay? There's nothing holding you back. There's no luggage you're carrying with you. You're running head first, completely free and completely aligned, okay? I'm so excited for you, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. I hope this reading served you well. I hope you received it as much as I received it. I just felt so happy when I was reading for you, and I hope you felt that as well. I would love to hear in the comments from you what you thought, if it resonated with you, so please feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and if you wanted to check out any of these decks, they will all be linked in my description as well as all my social media accounts. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading, and I will see you for my next one. Goodbye! Alright, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3 with, once again, the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sodalite stone. I'm so excited to be reading for you. Once again, we're tuning in and tapping into an urgent message from your spirit guides, alright? So let's go ahead and tune in. Like I said, for the other 3 piles as well, or 2 piles as well, we're using a bunch of new decks today, so I'm so excited to be using these with you. So let's go ahead and start with the first deck here. The first card you got is Plant Yourself Here. Integration, embodiment, and action. Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and action. The next card you got is the second bloom, second chance, new possibilities. Something new is definitely coming your way, my beautiful friends who picked pile number 3. Just from seeing these two cards, Sodalite does give me a very healing energy. I can't even really put a finger to it yet, so I'm excited to keep pulling for you, but I do get this very like healing energy, this very intuitive energy from you, and I'm excited to dive even deeper. But I do feel like there is something very powerful about you, and I feel like you are really fully stepping into your power in this time. And if you feel like you have not yet, babe, don't worry, because your guides are definitely encouraging you to start stepping into your true self, your true power, your true essence, and your true energy. And if you feel like this is something you have once done before, but maybe it didn't work out the way you planned, or maybe things kind of fumbled, your guides are letting you know that you have a second chance here. All right, let's keep pulling. Then you got Trust the season, change, transition, growth, and cycles. Trust the season, change, transition, growth, and cycles. And it originally flopped its way out reverse, but I am going to read it upright. Well, that's not what I meant. I'm going to show it to you upright, but read it reverse. To me, when I saw this in the reverse position, I kind of felt a bit of resistance to this change. I think there has been a bit of growth happening for you, a bit of a cycle ending so that a new one can begin, and maybe you're feeling a little bit resistant to that. All right, change is not normally that easy. It can be something that can definitely provoke a wide range in emotion in all of us, and your guides are just trying to remind you to keep yourself grounded, again, planting yourself here, integrating, being very grounded, being very fruitful. And this is an opportunity to have a second chance, but as you have the second chance, as you sort of start something again, allowing yourself to be where you're at now, allowing yourself to be who you are now, and open up to the new possibilities, even if they're scary. All right, even if they don't look the way you thought they were going to, and even if they're presented in a different package. And then you got After the Rain, silver lining, hope, it's over, in mercy. Very interesting, pile number 3. I mean, immediately I am sort of feeling this energy from this reading that maybe you have been going through something. I don't know what I'm trying to pick up from Sodalite, but there's something very specific about that stone, and I'm hoping it sort of comes to me as we keep going. But I'm very much getting crown, heart, throat. I'm getting so many chakra messages right now, which is really interesting. So we're gonna keep pulling, don't worry. But I do feel this sort of thing of maybe you are someone who maybe you originally tried something, or you've been going through something and it ended and you felt like it didn't work the way you wanted to, wasn't as successful as the way you had hoped, or whatever it looks like for you in this life. I feel like you have gone through something, and the universe is trying to show you that you have this second chance now, and it's not going to be a replicate of the first time you did this. It's going to be something so new and so beautiful. The rain has passed. What you originally went through is gone. And now it is time to fully lean into the joy of the newness of this experience, the newness of this possibility. And I understand that it can be scary to trust. It can be scary to lean all in. And it can be scary to trust in our guides and trust in the universe. But they're really encouraging that from you right now. They're really urging and insisting that you really do lean in and trust the process. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that the rain is gone. Trust that there is a silver lining to all of this. I'm excited to dive even deeper. You got so many tarot cards. Oh my gosh. You got so many tarot cards. So I think we're going to have quite a lot of clarity for you here. But whatever it is you've been going through, I really see this reading as a symbol of hope, a symbol of a new day, a new dawn, and something much more beautiful on the horizon. All right, but you have a stack of tarot cards, so let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. 5 of Swords. Okay, interesting. 5 of Swords. Not super surprising, since we did kind of pick up on that energy of maybe you've been going through something a bit difficult, a bit fearful. I think you have been going through something rough and something hard. I'm gonna continue to pull the cards, but I just want to address this 5 of Swords real quick, all right? Because the symbolism here is really beautiful in my opinion. All right, this is a deer that is eating on the final piece of grass after their land has been cut down, chopped down, and buildings and skyscrapers have built there in its place instead. But they are still finding that grass to eat. They are still finding the peace in all of this. And I know that the 5 of Swords can be kind of heavy, and it can be kind of scary, and it kind of represents, you know, you being in the midst of this chaos and maybe aggression and arguments and frustration. But I almost see something different here in this card specifically, in this symbolism specifically, which is your ability to really find the silver lining. I think this is a gift that you have that maybe you've forgotten, and your guides are really calling on you to call upon that now. Call upon the silver lining. Understand that there is always something good in a situation that looks like it's painted completely bad. There is always something to find joy in. There is always something to be hopeful about, even when it feels impossible. And if you're having a hard time in that, call upon the deer spirit, all right? The deer is calm, it's intuitive, it is gentle. The deer is very at peace with itself, very at one with itself, all right? And especially with the planting yourself here, it's interesting. This is for someone specific, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I feel like for some of you, this actually has to do with a literal home. All right, this has to do with you wanting to move, you wanting to put your roots down. And maybe the last time you did this, it wasn't successful. The last time you did this, it didn't work out. Whatever it looks like for you. Letting the past be the past. Be here in this moment now. Be here in this possibility now. Be here in this energy now. We understand that the change is scary. We understand that it's uncomfortable. But it's really going to provide so many better things for you than that fear is holding you back from. All right, and if you are looking to move homes, connect with the land before you integrate yourself there. All right, connect with the ancestors, connect with the dirt, the soil, the animals, the trees, and allow yourself to really connect with the land before deciding where it is you want to move, and it'll actually provide you a lot of clarity. That was a super random message there at the end, and it's gonna be very, very specific few people. However, I think if you were the person that was hearing that, I hope you got what I was giving. All right, and if that wasn't about a house for you, just tune into the idea of being able to find a silver lining, even if you're surrounded by a lot of stress, negativity, naysayers, arguments, drama, what have you. All right, let's go ahead and finish pulling so we can maybe get the whole story here. The High Priestess, man, I don't even want to keep pulling because I'm just getting so much just from these two cards. All right, immediately with the intuition, look at these moons up here at the top. If you look at the very, very top of the Five of Swords, it's that sliver of a blue moon. And then right here with the High Priestess, it's echoing. As soon as I saw the High Priestess, I thought of you instantly. As soon as I saw the High Priestess, I didn't feel like this was another person or even just an energy. This is you, pile number 3. I think you are incredibly intuitive. I think you are incredibly enlightened. I think you are a bit like, I'm trying to figure out a way to say this because the term that's coming to my head is like a step above the game. Like you're a step above it all. And I think that it's hard because I think you know this about yourself. You know how divine you are, how magical, how intuitive you are. But maybe right now you're really caught up in the earth, right? You're really caught up in the look at all this terrible stuff that's going on, even just in my own circumstances. Maybe it's really hard to kind of keep the silver lining. And maybe you feel like you have been, and you're getting tired of it. Your guides are insisting and encouraging you and urging you to keep connected to that divine. Keep connected to who you are. Keep connected to that core energy that is you. The High Priestess is so intuitive and you can see things from a different perspective that others can't. So allow yourself to be the High Priestess. Even if everyone around you thinks it's crazy, even if no one else around you can even see it, you don't have to explain anything to them. You don't owe them your explanation. You don't owe them your truth. You don't owe them your convincing, right? It's so hard when you are enlightened and you're wanting to be in this high flying place, but everyone around you is still really in their crud. It's hard because you want them to be where you're at, but let's face it, sometimes they're not, and that's okay. They're on their own journey. It's not yours. So allow them to be where they're at, but keep your peace. Your peace. Okay, I just thought of like the Bachelorette and that guy who's like, keep the main thing, okay? That's a joke, of course, but be for real, okay? Keep the main thing, and let the main thing be you. Your peace, your core, your sanity, even when everyone else around you is like, no. Keep your truth, okay? Yes, okay, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. I'll actually go ahead and pull the rest of these out. Oh my god, this card is so stunning. Sorry, this is my first time using these, so it's my first time seeing them as well. That's so pretty. Wow. I'll go ahead and pull out the rest of the cards so we can receive the full meaning, but wow, how beautiful. There's even like a hidden key here in this Queen of Pentacles. Oopsies. In this Queen of Pentacles card, there's even almost like a hidden key. And I feel like it's almost in the symbol of a cross, which is really interesting. If you're a religious person, take that. But even for me, it comes like a cross represents faith, right? It doesn't have to represent Christianity or anything like that. For me, the symbol I'm getting is faith, blind faith, trusting blindly. And I see with this Queen of Pentacles, that is the key to your success, is trusting, okay? And I know we have the trust here, and that's a little bit difficult to do, but I feel like the key to all of your success, your abundance, your financial prosperity, new opportunities, all the success you've been hoping for, that newness that you're just ready to bring into your life, I think the key to unlocking all of that is you really trusting and believing. Because when you trust in the universe, you're not just trusting in an unseen force, you're trusting in yourself. You're trusting in the higher part of you. You're trusting in your truth. You're trusting in your energy. You are trusting in you, right? Because you are the universe. So when we say trust the universe, we're not just saying trust some blind thing that you can't see. We're saying trust the deepest, most innermost part of you, all right? And that's really what I'm getting with that Queen of Pentacles here. I so feel like you're going to come into success. You're going to come into a lot of abundance, and it's going to be so beautiful for you. And as you do that, just really lean into the trust. Trust that it's not going to look the way you thought it was going to, but it's going to be beautiful nonetheless. You're given a second chance. You're given another chance to do this thing. So allow yourself to do it and lean into the goodness. I know I said I was going to keep pulling the cards. Okay, I know I said it, but I got distracted. The message was beautiful. Okay, we let it come when it needs to come here on this channel. All right, let's keep pulling here. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, really with the symbolism here, I mean, it's just stacked. I feel like you're really going to start stepping in. You're going to start really seeing you're going to reap your rewards, okay? The spider has been building these webs. The spider has been sowing all of its seeds, and now it is finally time to harvest. All of the nets that it has cast, all of the webs it has spun is finally starting to show its abundance. It's starting to show its success and all of the work it's put in. And it's so weird because before I did this reading, I was called to just like stare outside my window, and I saw this itty bitty teeny tiny spider literally building a web, and it was so addicting to just watch it weave and build and spin and spin. And I feel like this is so exciting as well, because in this time is you understanding that your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is doing what it needs to do, and the manifestations are manifesting, okay? The desires are happening. The goals are coming into realization. Even if it was hard in the past, you're not in the past anymore, and that's important to understand. You're in the now. Integrate yourself here and now. Root yourself in the here and now. Be present. Be present in the moment. Let the hurts be the hurts, but let your truth be your truth. Keep the main thing, okay? And the main thing being you, babe. Your peace, your honor, your truth, your desires, because they are manifesting. You're gonna reap your rewards. It's gonna be so satisfying. But most importantly than anything, you gotta see it yourself, right? You gotta see that your work is paying off. You gotta see that your efforts are manifesting, because truly so many beautiful things can be in your web, but it can be really easy not to see it. So your guides are trying to encourage you that you have to see it in yourself first. Yeah. And then with the Two of Swords, okay, I was getting this message as I was saying that. Keep this to yourself as much as you can, or as much as you want to, okay? Keep this to yourself as much as you can. I sort of get this feeling and this energy that you don't need to sort of tell other people about this while you're doing it, because they're gonna have their opinions, and that's going to kind of throw a rock in your road, okay? As much as we wish it wouldn't, as much as we wish we could just let people's opinions not affect us at all, once again with that blue moon, same exact blue moon. Okay, sorry. I just feel like that blue moon is really significant, and you got the sodalite. I'm feeling intuition. All right, I'm getting the divine. I'm getting crown chakra, third eye. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Sorry. A little moment of distraction. Even though we wish that other people's voices and opinions wouldn't really affect us on our journey to success, they do, okay? Especially if it's someone that you care about. So I've given this message a bunch lately, and I've given it today as well. You don't owe anybody an explanation of what you're doing and why you're doing it. If it feels best to keep that to yourself, keep it to yourself. Let this journey truly and genuinely be for you, and you above all else. Let that be your goal. Let that be your motivation. Because when you start to introduce other people's thoughts and opinions about what you're doing, it's going to also introduce resistance resistance, and you don't need that right now. Okay, you don't need that right now. You've got so much success going on for you, but with these two swords here, it's giving a lot of air signs, it's giving a lot of thoughts, it's giving a lot of, oh, but what are people going to think of me? What are they going to say about me? What have they already said about me? How is that affecting me? Their words hurt, their words cut. Yes, all right, but keep this to yourself. Let your journey be your journey on your own for yourself, all right? You still have so many more tarot cards, so let's keep pulling here. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. Not only are you going to be successful, but you're actually going to have enough money that you're going to be able to even hoard some away. The only message here is to remember that when you are hoarding, when you are, saving up that money, don't save it up too much, all right? Allow yourself to live in the moment. If you kind of find yourself getting scared of the past, maybe you lost a lot of money before or things didn't work out for you before, if you get kind of afraid of that past happening again, remind yourself that you're not there and you're in the present moment. There is nothing wrong at all with being financially responsible, putting that money into that savings, that high yield savings, okay, investments accounts, whatever, but allow yourself to understand that it doesn't need to happen from fear, because this card is very interesting with the symbolism. Normally the Four of Pentacles is a very wealthy and prosperous card, but they're literally hanging under thorns, okay? They're sitting under barbed wire, they're sitting under thorns, and I feel like that also represents fear. It represents a sort of emotional attachment to this money, and your guides are wanting you to let that go. Your guides are wanting you to, oh my god, that blue moon again. Is this the only moon that's in these cards? Because this is wild. No, it's not. Okay. What the actual heck? You got that blue moon again. Sorry. It's a lot, okay? I almost want to read their High Priestess card and see what the blue moon is supposed to represent. The main thing that's coming to my mind is once in a blue moon. Even though it's not full, that's what's coming to my mind, and I feel like that's so symbolic because I feel like you as a person are once in a blue moon. I feel like you are a once in a lifetime kind of person. I think you are unique. I think you are bold. I think you are brave. I think you are fantastic, and I think you as a person are once in a blue moon. And so everything you're going to be doing is going to be rare. It's going to be different. It's going to be you, and it's going to be beautiful. Back to the Four of Pentacles here. Just that word of warning that you don't need to be afraid of your success, okay? You don't need to be afraid of losing whatever it is that you gain. You're going to come into a lot of money, and it can be really easy to want to hoard that and do it out of fear, but a really strong message is coming through of as much as you hold on to it, you keep yourself limited. You can't share with the others. You're not even up at the top living fully. You're hiding down below underneath the barbed wire. So it's allow yourself to be fruitful, okay? Allow yourself to have the money, do what you want to do in savings, but don't forget to live now. I've heard so many sad stories about people who have waited their whole lives to live and then passed away, and it's you don't want that to be you. Don't hold on to all your money. Don't be a Scrooge, okay? Because this is happening for you. This abundance is happening so you can really live in the now. So take the trips, buy your dream home, get your dream car, put some away for savings. You can have it all. You can do it all. Allow yourself to be spoiled. Allow yourself to give yourself what you want without the fear of what that's going to look like, without the fear of the consequence, okay? And then you got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, okay, we're giving peacock. Yes, please. This is so beautiful. I really do feel with the Queen of Cups. Yes. All right. I really do feel this for you, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3. Things are going to start happening for you so soon and so rapidly, almost you're not even going to know what to do with it. Your abundance is going to start happening. The money is going to start rolling in. Your dreams are going to start coming into fruition. And once again, you guys, it's still so loud in my head of not to be afraid. Okay. I know that sounds weird. Olivia, why would I be afraid of my success? It's normal, all right? It's kind of normal to be afraid of your success, because what I mean by that is maybe you're afraid of being seen, or you're afraid of getting super successful and then losing all of it. Maybe you're afraid of finding your dream home and then it being taken away from you, or falling in love and that person passing away. There's so many ways to be afraid of success, okay? And your guides are urging and encouraging you to let that go and trust how divinely protected you are. You came to this earth not to save and live and save all your money and finally live when you're 70. You came to this earth to live now. So allow yourself to be smart, financially responsible, but allow yourself to freaking live. Take a vacation, go buy a house, do something crazy, do something fun. You deserve to live in the now. Treat yourself, treat yourself, treat yourself, because abundance is coming to you. This is the time to make the wish. This is the time to be joyful. This is the time to celebrate in your success. It's going to happen for you. It is raining down upon you, but you have to learn to enjoy it. Okay, you got to enjoy it. Last tarot card, period. 10 of Cups, harmony, joy, satisfaction, love, abundance, everything you've ever wanted, harmony and connection, all of the animals just living in complete peace together. If this is something you're looking for, harmony in your life, harmony with your loved ones, harmony with your friends, harmony with yourself, if this is something you've been chasing, if this is something you've been craving, your guides are showing you it is here now. The 10 of Cups, in my honest opinion, just represents joy on all fronts. Platonic, relationship, emotional, physical, financial, health-wise, like you are going to be so taken care of. And I feel like at the end of next year, 2025, you're going to be sitting here having a freaking celebration. And again, letting yourself celebrate. Treat your friends, treat your family, rain down upon them. Be like, you know what? Here's my wealth and my riches. Let me give some out to you. I don't need to be so afraid. All right, I don't need to be so afraid. I don't know why I feel like y'all are so afraid, but your guys are trying to be like, you don't need to be, babe. You don't need to be. It's gonna keep coming. 10 of Cups is giving generational, okay? It's gonna be generational. You're good. Oh, excuse me, all the hiccups. All right, throat chakra. You're good, angel. You're good. Things are going to be working out for you. Let that fear go. I know that the fear is coming from whatever you felt like was a failed start that first time, but you're given a second chance. So let that fear go and trust in the universe fully. All right. Then I just got these new Friends Oracle cards, so I'm just kind of excited to play with them and test them out. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The first card you got is the Game Show. I will be reading these because I have never used these cards before. So you got quite a few of these as well, so bear with me. But you got the Game Show, the Neighbor. Boop. I'll fix these in a second. The Charmer. Okay, Joey. The Lobster. Your person. Finding your person. Finding your found family. Finding your forever. I love it. And the Hopeless Romantic. Okay, we got Joey, we got Rachel. We've got a lot going on here. Let me go ahead and get the book so we can actually pull the cards and see what they have to say. All right, starting off with this first one here, the Game Show. Did anyone understand the rules of Bamboozled, the game show Joey was attending to host? What on earth is a Wicked Wango anyway? The rules were absurd, but the friends went along with it solely to support their pal in his new endeavor. Bamboozled didn't become the new daytime hit TV they thought it should have, but it is an excellent reminder to root for your friends as they work to achieve their dreams, even when it feels a little silly or goes bottoms up. Everyone needs a cheerleader in their corner. All right, the main message I'm getting from this is that I know that I was saying not to tell your friends and not to tell your people, and to be honest, I do still stand by that. But when you feel like you are ready, tell the people that you know will support you. Look at your life and look at it honestly, and think if there are people in your life where you know if you told them, hey, I'm gonna go pursue my dream tomorrow. I quit my job and I'm gonna go pursue my dream. Think of the friends in your life who would throw you a party instead of shaming you. Those are the ones to tell, okay? Those are the ones to keep in your corner right now. Imagine those friends and what they would say. Those are the ones to share with, okay? But the ones who, if you imagine that and they feel judgmental or projecting their own fears onto you, those are not the ones to tell right now, all right? This is a really positive reminder of leaning on the friends that you know you can trust, and also being that friend to yourself. All right, and then you got the Neighbor. Rachel and Monica's downstairs neighbors, Mr. Heckles, didn't exactly endear himself to the women, constantly banging on his ceiling with his beloved broom. But beneath the grumpy old man exterior was a sad, lonely person who shut out everyone in his life. A discovery that leads Chandler to take a good, hard look at himself and his own attitude. Though he annoyed the roommates in life, after his death, Mr. Heckles gave the crew a wake-up call and a new perspective on the outside world. Could such a sign be pounding on the floor beneath you? All right, so beautiful. This is just a reminder again, being right over the Four of Pentacles, not to live your life in fear, not to live your life so judgmental, not to live your life so scared of taking the next step. I don't know why I sense such a feeling of fear from you and fear of taking that next journey, fear of going beyond where you are at now. But Mr. Heckles' energy is here to remind you to be brave, to be bold, because he was someone that, was sad and was lonely and kept himself away from all these joys his whole life. And you don't need to do that, all right? You are here now. You don't need to wait until you're older and sad to find this out for yourself. You can give yourself the space and the peace and the awareness now. Don't hold, like, I'm getting Scrooge energy, okay? Let yourself enjoy the life you've lived. Let yourself create this out of beauty and freedom and joy and not out of fear. All right, that's such a loud and powerful message, because even when you're creating your dream reality, even when you're making something that means so much to you, if you are manifesting this out of fear and out of worries, it's not going to be as beautiful as if you were to manifest it out of love, okay? It's so important to do this because you love it. It's so important to dream about this because you want it and why you want it, and because it brings you joy, and allowing it bringing you joy to be enough, to be more than enough, all right? Because you don't need to live in that fear anymore. You gotta let that go. You gotta let that go, all right? And then we got the Charmer. How you doing? All right. You know exactly how to charm your audience with a big smile and an easygoing nature, an infectious warmth, and a blithe optimism that instantly makes them comfortable. Joey may be the group's resident ladies' man, but his romantic life always comes second to his friendships and his plate of food. Channel Joey's positive energy by embracing your inner child and sense of wonder and fun, and you'll find your powers of attraction getting stronger. How exciting, especially here with the Nine of Cups, especially with everything we've been saying. It's reminding you to just tune in, have a bit of fun. Don't take life so seriously, okay? I feel like you're so serious, and you have some amazing things coming into your reality. Things are manifesting for you in the here and now. I feel that so clearly, and your guides are wanting you to just lean into that. Think of it as fun. Think of it as play. Think of it as joy rather than out of fear, okay? Do something just because it brings you joy. Do something just because it's fun. Allow yourself to be charming and silly and goofy and playful, because like I said, you are the once in a lifetime thing. You are the once in the blue moon. You are what makes everything seem so magical. It's you, okay? The magic that you're looking for, it's you. All right, next is up Lobster. As Phoebe says, it's a known fact that lobsters fall in love and mate for life. You know what? You could actually see older lobster couples walking around their tank, holding claws. Okay, iconic. Finding your lobsters, finding your true match, your soulmate, the Ross to your Rachel, and sometimes that person is right in front of your nose. If you're looking for love, it may be time to expand your romantic horizons and see people in a new light. If you're coupled up, now's the time to tell your partner exactly why they're your lobster, because when you know, you know. Over the Ten of Cups here, I do get this feeling that you are looking for that sort of familial connection, that sort of bond, that sort of closeness. If you are someone that's already in a romantic relationship, learn to appreciate them in a new light. Learn to hold them in a new way. Learn to see them in a brand new appreciation for who they are. And if you're not currently coupled up, or if you're wanting this in a more familial way with this Ten of Cups here, learn to see the people in your life that you already have in a new light. See them for who they are. Appreciate them for where they're at. And you will see things start to change. And it'll be really exciting, okay? The last one of these you got is Rachel with the hopeless romantic. From the minute she ran into Central Perk in a poofy wedding dress, we knew Rachel Green was ready to do things her way, despite the many bumps in the road ahead. As she finds her way in the real world, it's not Rachel's sleek, trend-setting haircuts or high-fashion outfits, but her rose-colored glasses that are the ultimate accessory. When it comes to life and love, this spoiled princess turned powerhouse never lets go of hope. Take a cue from the resident hopeless romantic and lead with love, for partners, your family, and friends, and most importantly, yourself. Oh, that's so exciting. Just a brand new set of eyes. I love the idea of having on those rose-colored glasses, truly seeing things glass half full. That was just a message I gave for pile number 2 as well, is truly seeing things glass half full, truly seeing that things are working out for you. I wish I could just point so clearly so you can see all of the abundance and manifestations that are coming into your life, the love that is here. Like, you have so many things around you, and I just feel like the only thing holding you back is your fear of them going away, or your fear of, like, I feel like maybe they're not even here yet, but your fear of losing what could be is what's holding you back. So letting that go, leaning into the now, appreciating everything that's around you and what is to come, will really start to speed these manifestations up for you. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I love those cards. All right, last cards for today are an oldie but a goodie with our Wild Oceans deck here. You got number 44, unexplained wonder, sorry. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. I mean, your guides are being so loud about this. I even saw it as unexpected wonder. Like, things are looking up for you. Things are starting to happen for you, but you kind of got to be able to see it, right? That was a message I was giving earlier as well, is like, you have to be the one to decide to see it. Everything could be sort of lining itself up to work out for you, but if you are keeping those rose-colored glasses in the bin, you're not going to be able to see all of the amazing things that are truly all around you. And I get this feeling that they're starting to unravel, they're starting to unfold, they're starting to show themselves to you. So allow yourself to fully lean into it and really experience the joy of what it feels like to experience the wonders of your life and experience the magic coming to you. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life, and all your prayers are being answered now. The next one you got is number 41, convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart with respect and sincerity, all right? Convey your meaning. And you got that with the charmer and the neighbor. So maybe you do have to have a sort of hard talk with somebody. Maybe it's about someone you love, or maybe it's about your fears, or when you are ready to tell them, you know how to convey, you know how to talk about your truth, and you know how to bring this into light. So just speak from your heart, speak from what makes you happy, and it'll go well, okay? Number 43, setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships, not just with others, but also with yourself, right? Honestly, setting up parameters with yourself, with who you are becoming, and who you wish to be. You got this with the lobster and the hopeless romantic, so this could, and the 10 of cups, so this could be with literal people in your life, maybe having to set boundaries, maybe having to put up parameters, and understanding that the people in your life, they want you to be happy, they want you to be fulfilled, they want you to be thriving. I see that with the 10 of cups here and your partner and the lobster. Like, these people want you to be joyful, and even when they do accidentally express their fears at you, they're not trying to hurt you, they're trying to keep you safe, and they're trying to love you in the way that they know how to right now. So it's really important that you set up those parameters and understand that you don't need to be afraid to do that. They want to love you, and they want to see you shine, all right? They want to see you thriving. So when you do, set them kindly, set them truthfully, and speak from your heart and your joy, and those people are going to be so happy, and it's going to lead to even more joy down the road. Very last card for you today, pile number 3. You got a mantis shrimp. I love mantis shrimp. Number 38, shedding the old. There is change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you'll be able to see those new prospects. Yes, file number 3. I feel like so many amazing things are coming your way with the Queen of Pentacles, with the 7 of Pentacles, with the 4 of Pentacles. Like, there's just that High Priestess. Like, so many opportunities are coming your way right now. So much abundance is on its way to you. So much prosperity, so much newness, and it's really important that you keep those rose-colored glasses on, that you keep that sense of adventure, that you keep that sense of lightheartedness, so that you can see what's all around you. A very loud message from your whole entire reading is seeing what is around you, seeing the magic unfold, because no matter if I tell you or your guides tell you, or it literally shows up at your doorstep, you have to choose to want to see it. You have to choose to believe it, and then you'll really experience it, all right? So many amazing things are happening for you. Allow yourself to be playful. Allow yourself to let go of the fear. Allow yourself to know that even if it messed up once before, you're in your second chance now. This is a time to do it differently. This is a time to do it better. This is a time to do it for you. So allow yourself to lean into that. Allow yourself to lean into all the magic and all the abundance that is trickling down upon you right now. I am so excited. This is about to be so good. This is about to be so good for you. Pile number 3, I hope you resonated with this. I hope you loved it. I have so much love for you. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you, or if you want something more specific and I can pull more cards on that in the next reading. Always let me know in the comments down below. I love connecting with you. Thank you so much for sharing your time, your energy, and your space with me. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to check out any of these decks, they'll all be linked in my description as well as all my socials. I love you so much. I'll see you for my next reading, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night whenever you are seeing this. I love you. Goodbye.